Hello and welcome to Your World This Week, the weekly roundup for all the top news stories of the week. The top news stories this week are:
after the success of Chandrayaan-3, the PSLV C-57 rocket carrying the Aditya L1 orbiter lifted off successfully from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota at 11:50 am on Saturday. According to the Indian Space Research Organization, Aditya L1 is the first space-based observatory to study the Sun. The spacecraft, after traveling about 1.5 million kilometers from the Earth over 125 days, is expected to be placed in a halo orbit around the Lagrangian point L1, which is considered closest to the Sun. Now, the studies will help scientists understand solar activity such as solar wind and solar flares and their effect on Earth and near-space weather in real time. Next up, updates on India's moon mission. One of the aims of the Chandrayaan-3's mission is to conduct experiments and search for precious minerals on the lunar surface. The Indian Space Research Organization announced earlier this week that the Pragyan rover has detected traces of multiple elements including oxygen and sulfur in the lunar surface near the South Pole. Laser-induced breakdown spectroscope instrument on board the rover unambiguously confirms the presence of sulfur in the lunar surface near the South Pole through first ever in situ measurements, the space agency tweeted. Aluminium, calcium, iron, chromium, titanium, manganese, silicon, oxygen are also detected. Meanwhile, search for hydrogen is underway. Moving forward, updates on the G20 meet. Russian President Vladimir Putin told Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday that he would be unable to come to India to attend the G20 summit in New Delhi. Putin said Russia will be represented by Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov at the summit, which will be held on September 9 and 10. Putin also did not attend the last G20 summit in Indonesia as well as the recent BRICS meeting in South Africa. Another major update is that Chinese President Xi Jinping is likely to skip the summit of G20 leaders. This is as per Reuters. As per reports, Premier Li Qiang is expected to represent Beijing at the September 9-10 meeting in New Delhi. Moving to the next big story, the government has formed a committee headed by former President Ramnath Kovind to explore the possibility of one nation, one election that aims for holding of general and state elections simultaneously. The move comes a day after reports said that the government may introduce a one nation, one election bill in the special session of Parliament scheduled to be held from September 18 to 22. The previous monsoon session of Parliament was held between July 20 and August 11 and witnessed acrimonious exchanges between the BJP-led ruling National Democratic Alliance and the opposition India bloc, primarily over the issue of ethnic violence in Manipur. From the world of politics, the opposition India Alliance announced a 13-member coordination committee at the second day of its mega meet in Mumbai on Friday. The parties have huddled together for the third conclave to figure out a concrete game plan to take on the BJP-led NDA in the next year's elections. K.C. Venugopal, Sharad Pawar, Raghav Chadha, Tejasvi Yadav, Abhishek Banerjee and others will be part of India Bloc Coordination Committee. The alliance also announced that the coordination committee would start working on a seat-sharing formula by September end and that the next meeting of the opposition-led bloc would be announced soon. And from the world of entertainment, the much-awaited Jawan trailer released almost a week before the film's release and it has been creating non-stop buzz. Alongside Shah Rukh Khan and Nayanthara, Jawan features Vijay Sethupathi, Sania Malhotra among others. The film is directed by Atlee and is produced under the banner of Red Chillies Entertainment. The film is all set to release on September 7 and will be released in Hindi, Tamil and Telugu languages. And here's the viral video of this week.
Edition of Your World This Week. We will be back next week with yet another episode of Your World This Week. Have a good day.